Well, when a mummy pigeon and a daddy pigeon, love it pigeon. I screwed that up.
What they're saying? That even the Pleiades are starting to go hungry? I just wish we knew more.
The NPCs are actually walking around.
This will be done before the day's out. No problem. And come tomorrow. It'll look good, isn't it? Man, just my luck. Dumb games sold out everywhere.
Someone certainly dresses the part of division director.
Hell yeah, that's Scarlet for you. Climbing that corporate ladder in a skin-tight dress and heart-piercing heels.
I really don't know what Scarlet's story is from the original FF7, but
Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm hoping we'll learn more about it in this DLC.
Stargazer Heights, but they're full up at the moment.
And also in the remaining parts. Another kitty. Lots of kitties. Well, what are the kids doing here?
Okay, everyone, listen up. Time for Stamp, the loyal little helper. Bow wow, I'm Stamp, the good boy who never stops helping. Captain's given me a very important mission, to buy bread for tonight's dinner. So with his super duper nose, Stamp went into town to sniff out a bakery. He went a sniff sniff here and a sniff sniff there. Even finding milk, sausage, and cake didn't distract him. Using his trusty nose, Stamp was able to find the best, most yummiest bakery in the whole city.
This is incredible.
From that bakery, he picked out the best, most yummiest smelling loaf of bread. Thinking about how pleased the captain would be, Stamp went trotting back to base, wagging his tail and singing a happy song. But on the road home, he came across a Moogle crying all by himself. What's wrong? Stamp asked the forlorn little fellow. I'm so hungry, I haven't eaten in ages, Kupo. The Moogle sniffled.
Kupo, oh
Never
no.
fear, Stamp's here, and I know just how to help. So Stamp gave the crying Moogle his loaf of bread. Thank you, Kupo, the Moogle exclaimed, his palm bouncing excitedly.
Did you come for story time too?
Then Stamp waved goodbye and returned to base. When he got there, he went straight to the captain and told him what had happened. The captain was very proud of Stamp. Helping that Moogle was the right thing to do. Who's a good boy? The captain laughed as he gave Stamp a good scratch behind the ears. And Stamp let out a happy bark, for he knew that he was the good boy. The end. That's all for today. Did everyone enjoy that?
Did you come for story time?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed that. I've definitely not seen that before. I have to ask if the teacher is affiliated with Shinra or not, or whether they do actually believe that Stamp is, well, just this role model. Warding materia. That'll come in handy at some point, I'm sure. Can I go up here? No.
Are you Moogle lady? You're in the way.
No, I'm not. Shut the hell up.
Okay, everyone, listen up. Time for Stamp, the loyal little helper. Bow wow, I'm Stamp, the good boy who never stops helping.
I imagine she's not affiliated with Shinra, because if she was, I don't think the story of giving the bread to the Moogle would be met very well by the authorities. Also, yes, that Stamp does look different to the one that we saw.
With free gil, you can play Fort Condor against the lovely Kyrie.
You interrupted me, Curio. Shut the fuck up. I'm not playing you.
Sounds about right. Those savages don't know when they're beaten.
Say that a bit louder, ladies. It's definitely not the same Stamp that was at the end of the original on the crisp packet.
State of emergency. Wutai's practically on our doorstep. We must prepare for war, and quickly.
That music. Hey, Ma.
Got to play a guard dog. Figured it'd spare my tenants the trouble of chasing off nosy men. Ah, have business with the merc, do ya? If it's a job you want done, he's your man, but otherwise, don't bother. Got to play a guard dog. Figured it'd spare my...
Oh, Ma. Bad-mouthing Cloud when he's not even here. Oh, where did these come from? I imagine we can come back for that at some point. What is going on here? Ma must be cleaning the place up. What's this? Chakra? Pray? Chakra. Alright. Where are you, Chadley?
I talked it out with Marl earlier. Decided it was time to cut that dead weight loose.
Finally! That guy was such a parasite.
He really was.
He didn't want a girlfriend, he wanted a second mom.
Ooh.
So what? Marlon shoot you out? Told you to dump the guy?
Hate to think how much these bombings will have riled up the monsters.
Neighborhood Watch has got their work cut out for them.
Hope they can keep things under control.
I never remember the NPCs moving around this much.
It wouldn't be the end of the world. Not like I got a job.
Searching for candidates.
Am I a candidate, Chadley?
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. She seems relatively agile and has substantial muscle mass for her stature. An acceptable candidate.
Hey, you wanna tell me what you're mumbling about?
My apologies. My name is Chadley. Would you be interested in helping me with my research?
I'm Yuffie. Nice to meet you. So, what are you researching?
Combat. It would entail doing battle with a summon in a virtual arena using this portable simulator. Interested?
Sure. Why not? I'm a kick its butt.
Very well then.
Are we fighting Lightning Santa? We are. This is probably going to end awfully, but let's take a look. Oh, you look badass with that, Yuffie. What music we got? Something new.
How do you like this?
11 arrows. Alright. Oh god, that's bad. Block that, and I saw the word immune come up. Thunderous orbs. I'm trying to block that, and now I'm getting my ass kicked. It's teleported right in front of me. This is not good. Voltaic Lance. I just want to get far enough away so that I can assess you in safety. Evade an attack. ATB increases when successful. That's fine. Can use while airborne. What the fuck? Assess. What we got? The fabled Lord of Leven. Never heard of that before. Recreated in a virtual space. He is said to have cast judgment on the wicked with mighty bolts of lightning and exhorted humanity to accept the ways of law and order. So this thing is basically immune to every status ailment. Weak to wind, however. Again, I went straight to the D-pad to try and select my ninjutsu. Oh. Try hanging in there, but this is going to end very, very badly, I'm sure. Alright, let's cast Brumal Form. See what this does. Oh, okay. What's the point of that? That's bad. What is the point of Brumal Form? If I'm spending an ATB to gain an ATB. Like, I'm going to cast this right now. I'm going to lose one full bar. No, it's not a full bar. It's only a small part of it. Okay. Kind of want to try that again, just to try and get used to dodging as Yuffie. And also perfect blocking.
It was a close match.
That wasn't close,
However,
Chadley.
I
Stop
did
flattering me.
manage to obtain some invaluable data. Analyze and learn from your mistakes so that you can claim victory next time.
So, Brumal Form, it uses... I need one ATB to use it, but it only consumes about maybe 20% of the ATB bar. Apparently, it can be used to fight a being called a summon. Yes,
Can I
well
assume
done.
You're ready to do battle with a virtual summon? When you feel suitably
And this is... Oblige him by battling a summon.
Can I assume you're ready to do battle with a virtual summon?
I imagine Broom Form is the sort of thing you want to put on a shortcut so you can just dodge very easily. That is still assessed, that's good.
Oh, easy on me, okay?
Damn, that's a stun. That's bad. I need to straight up dodge that, and I am fucked. Holy crap. Lightning Santa is pissed.
What a shame. It was analyzed.
No, it was not close. Again, stop flattering me, you fucking shithead. I don't know if this is the only one, or if there's more. Don't spoil me. Okay, wind. So I can at least hit your weakness. Take Lance, I have to dodge that. Are these things going to disappear off the ground after a while, or are they... Yes, there they go. Oof. See, that little icon that shows above her, it happens when she blocks. It's not unique to parry. Oh, that's a AoE. That's a lightning strike. That's me getting fucked up. Yeah, the other thing I noticed about the previous attempt is I was almost at limits, so I really want to try that out. So I'll be blunt, I don't remember what Yuffie's limit is. This remix of the battle music, the boss battle music, is not half bad. I'm sure the purists would love it. Summon Sparks, that's new. Oh, that's bad. I mean, technically he did nothing. We can attack those. I assume I need to assess them. Just gonna quickly burn and assess on those. A floating core summoned by Ramu that generates and then feeds electricity to him. They have no weaknesses. But I think I have to. Shit. Looks like it's going into him. This is probably bad. Wait, did I just put him under pressure? I did not see that. And now I'm dead. God damn it. Just need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. I can probably melee those sparks.
It was analyze and learn from your mistakes. So the
Let me just check something right quick. No, spark does not show up here.
Can I assume you're ready to do battle with a virtual summon?
Failing that, if this keeps going badly, we'll come back for him. Yeah, my throwing star really isn't doing that much damage. I'm probably best off just switching to wind and just doing this. That's doing a little bit more damage than me trying to hit him with melee. Nice. Is there any real advantage to parrying the attack? Real guarding, whatever you want to call it. Charge current, need to get away from that. Yeah, if I get the opportunity, I need to use Art of War on him. Like about now. There we go. Oh god, that's bad, that's bad. Get moving, Yuffie. Shit. Yeah, the timing on that is hard. I'm not sure if I actually pulled that off, but I think I may have actually interrupted my own ATB to use Brumal Form. Which, honestly, if that works, that's really awesome. Why did you do that, Yuffie? Oh shit, that's bad. Ah, see, Retrieve actually pushes her towards the target. That's what I did wrong earlier. And I'm probably dead now, aren't I? Cura, please. What the hell is Circuitous Bolt? That's the spiral attack. That's bad, that's bad, that's really, really bad. Alright, what's your limit? Bloodbath. Unleash a flurry of blows that deals a large amount of damage. I might just wait until this goes away. Alright, let's just do this. Bloodbath on Ramu, please. Didn't do much for the stagger bar, but it's fine. Yeah, if I want to retrieve the weapon now, I'm going to take damage. That's good to know. Nice. Got the block. Okay, Art of War. Windstorm. Just looking for any kind of damage at the moment. I think he's down. He's close. Fuck yeah. Key to that was getting the stagger.
Splendid. Thanks to the data you provided during your battle, I succeeded in developing a new materia. One might say you were faster than lightning. And with the Lord of Levin on your side, your enemies will struggle to keep up.
That honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Yuffie defeats Ramu, thus enabling Chadley to develop a new type of materia. Oh, look at that. That wasn't there before, was it? That gives us a bit of HP and MP. That's kind of disappointing, actually. I thought we'd get some more stats than that. Deals damage, element lightning, ultimate attack, and judgment bolts. We didn't see Ramu do that, but I assume that's what he's doing on the right there right now. Good stuff, good stuff.
How big Avalanche actually is.
Some military Shinra's got, huh?
Yeah, they're really coming down to help you out right now. And you have nothing else
If you'd
available.
like to participate again, you're more than welcome.
So you're not a vendor. I can't purchase materia from you. I can reset my upgrades.
Withdrawing? That is most disheartening.
I'll be back on hard mode, Chadley, I'm sure.
This here's the headquarters of the Neighborhood Watch. What? You thinking about joining the ranks?
Was this here before? No, that at least answered a weapon shop. Never mind.
You see that merc around?
Come to think of it, no, not today.
No, he's currently solving some problems in Sector 5, I believe.
Hey lady, are you lost or something? If you're ever lost, stay put. That's lesson 2 for life on the ground floor. Wait, maybe it was lesson 3?
Ooh, we're not going up there. We couldn't go up there in the first place, though. There's a big old heavy door here which prevents us from going in and speaking to Biggs and Wedge. I think I said this earlier, but that shit is hard, at least for me. I'm not overweight or anything, but I can do maybe 1.5 pull-ups, and then I'm screwed for like 5 days afterwards.
What's gonna happen to our town?
Nothing. Because you and I are gonna protect it. No matter whether you're a rook or a merc, we got weapons that work.
Huh? I ain't seen you around here before. Sure you're in the right store?
I mean, you're not calling me a punk-ass bitch, so I think this is going much better than the standard playthrough. We have no Phoenix Downs. Wow. I think I'll just get one, just in case. Weapons and armor. Oh. Damn, okay, so there is literally no reason to purchase any of this stuff. Because we have one that has some incredible stats. It does 38 with 3 materia slots. So that's what, a total of 76?
Hey there. See anything you like?
It is late at night where I am, but it's not late at night that I can't do math. See, even these two would not compare to what I'm carrying right now. These ones would. But they're both imbalanced with towards one stat, and they give me a total of 78. Whereas my other one gives me 76 and it's balanced towards both stats. There is literally no reason to purchase any of this stuff. Maybe one of those two later on. Maybe also the 4 slot materia. But no. There was nothing in the last menu, was there?
I'm sure we've got something that'll work for you.
Accessories. I'll come back. You right there, buddy? Look at this guy. He's just eyeing me off. That's creepy as fuck, man.
What's gonna happen to our town?
Alright, so I think we can go back in there now. I'm not sure if defeating the Ramu summon is a prerequisite for that, or whether I just needed to chat to Chadley. Oh, I'm finding him and I'm taking him down.
Too much stress. Well, that explains the gray hairs. Wow, thanks.
For the time being, we've decided to disband the Friends of Freshness.
Seriously?
There's so much happening at the moment.
Look at it. Standing there.
I mean, he's not standing there. He's sort of doing this little side-by-side jig sort of thing. Let's have a chat to him.
Oh, the joy and cheer that await at the Happy Turtle. Ho ho! Greetings, Softshell. So, how many of those flyers did you find?
What?
Ahem. Collect just 6 flyers for the Happy Turtle, and a one-of-a-kind prize could be yours.
Oh, God.
Ring any bells?
Nope.
Well then, allow me to explain. The Happy Turtle's running a contest. And the rules are simple. All you have to do is collect 6 of our fabulous flyers from around Sector 7, and you'll earn yourself a prize sure to delight even the dourest Diamondback. Ha! Sadly, a handful of locals have taken to acting like stinkpots toward anything Mutayan, especially since the bombings. Some have even gone so far as to tear down my poor posters. Little wonder nobody's won yet.
Bummer.
Which leaves me in a pretty predicament. But hey, my pain might be your gain. By collecting just a handful of flyers, you could be the first, and at this rate, the only winner of the most testudinarious contest in Midgard's history.
I'm gonna have to look that word up later.
One of our ads. Breathtaking, isn't it? Now it's up to you to find all 6. Leave no shell unturned, no pond unplumbed.
That prize is as good as mine.
Ah, since you're here, you wouldn't happen to have any Condor coins on you, would you?
I would have one.
This job may keep a shell over my head, but my real passion's coin collecting. I'd gladly part with some oddities and commodities in exchange for those little beauts.
Oh god. What have we got? Ooh. We're gonna have to purchase those for sure. God, look at the detail on that thing on the right hand side. Okay, I still have nightmares about you, so clearly you are the one that I need to purchase.
Sonon's gotta be back by now.
He's back by now, but we've just had a whole bunch of stuff pop up and we've got side quests to do. Oh my god, there's so much to do. The happy envoy, upon locating Old Snapper, he tells Yuffie she'll be rewarded handsomely for finding the 6 flyers that he has posted. So, during the original game, I don't think we met anyone from Wutai. And this is the very first person, apart from ourselves, who is actually from Wutai. Or at least, they're all hiding. Sonon should be back by now, so return to base when ready. I don't know if we'll get there tonight. We have to defeat the Ford Condor Grandmaster and... Oof. I'm not reading those out. But one thing I immediately want to do is make my way back to Stargazer Heights.
Bomb 'em all. Whatever. Makes no difference down here.
Undercity hardly uses any power. True.
That's a bit too real for my liking. Oh, okay. I'm looking up the radar on the top right, and I can see the opponents up there at least. We have Kyrie there, who I'll take out shortly.
Senses are tingling.
Yeah, so can we collect this thing? Wait, what? What? It's the guard dog. Holy shit. I now understand why all of these crates are here. Can I pat the dog? Okay, so I was using the analog stick very lightly and I was having problems there, so what I might do is I might just go for it. Hide the bot? Yes, I get it, game. I can sort of see a flyer just up above my palm right there on the wall. Let me just try running. Okay, so I can't run. Basically, she just creeps along. Okay, I got it. As soon as he's asleep, I need to push the analog stick all the way in the appropriate directions so that I can reach that point before he wakes back up, like so. And we need to hit that flyer. Who the hell even came up with this song? Okay, doggo is asleep. Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
What do you think you're doing, young lady? Ah! And what do you want with that exactly? Better yet, who are you? Heard some punks have been hassling the nice people at the Happy Turtle, ripping down their flyers. Are you one of them?
Damn, Mal.
So you're trying to sneak a peek at the Merc? Not that I blame you. Boy's easy on the eyes, I'll give him that much. But cut your losses, honey. Unless you like your men silent and emotionally
Oh my
unavailable.
god.
Merc's built a wall around himself so damn high, even he can't see over it. He'll never tell you what he's thinking. And that attitude of his. I tried to get through to him, but would he listen? Would he?
I'm really not here for whoever he is.
Then what are you here for?
For, directions. But I'm all good now, thanks.
Oh my god. Marl? You're incredible. That's all I can say. You can pat the dog, Marl. Can I pat the dog?
Sorry, Merc's not here. Here for advice? Gonna have to wait your turn. Something about today. Not sure what. Sorry, Merc's not here.
That music jingle at the end, everything that Marl just said, holy shit.
That was a close one.
This is a state of emergency. Wutai's practically on our doorstep. We must prepare for war, and quickly.
Alright, Kyrie.
I heard that Wu-Tai's behind the bombings.
Attention! For 3 gil, you can play Fort Condor against the lovely Kyrie. You know the drill. You want to play? You gotta fork over.
What's your deal? And why are you dressed like a 5-year-old? That's just weird.
Oh, you're gonna get fucked up,
What are
lady.
you talking about? This isn't weird. It's super cute. Super cute? More like super lame. Not as lame as Midgar.
Huh?
Just saying how much I was looking forward to playing Fort Condor. I could really use the training, you know?
Sure, I'll put you through your paces. But you do know it's gonna cost you, right? 1 match, 3 gil. Hey up.
Alright, let's do this. 3 gil lost. You can now edit your loadouts. Try experimenting with the various changes you can make. Press L1 and R1 to switch between loadouts. Press triangle to change your load units in your loadout. Once you've made your selection, press X to swap in the new unit. Oh god, okay. Choose your loadout wisely to confirm victory. Okay, so... we start with 4 ATB, building up to a maximum of 8, or we can go 6 here. The difference really is the materia. We have Blizzard and Aero there, we have Cure here. I'm kind of tempted to just stay with the 8, because we have the same amount of units here. We have 6 units. Kyrie has 7. She has 8 ATB. What's the difference between choosing here versus choosing here? I don't think there is a difference. So what has she got? She has 5 attackers. So we need a lot of defenders, I think. You can see I have 3... Let me switch back to the other one. This is a very balanced loadout, but I think I need to unbalance it in the favor of defenders, if I can get defenders, or vanguards as they're called. So I need to swap in the Eskan prototype. And what do these icons mean? Maybe they mean flying, ground-based, I don't know. 150, 60, 150. I might swap out the security officer here. He's got more health than the guard dog, but does significantly less attack. Swap that out for the S-gun prototype. That gives me 2, which are good against the right trooper. And we have 1 attacker, which is good against the monodrive. But the monodrive has those extra icons on the right-hand side, and the guard dog doesn't. Let's bring in our shock trooper. I just bought that. Let's test that out. I have no idea if this is what's the sort of thing that I should be going in with, but that's kind of my thought process here. Alright, let's do this. This music is perfect. Alright, let's place a right trooper here. Not sure if I should be placing here or just waiting for ATB to build and then countering. Okay, that thing's down. What is that? That was the barracks or whatever it is. Let's place that there. Can also place the shock trooper here so I can start doing some DPS on that. Oh wow, this thing's actually generating enemies. Alright. I don't think I have any control over who they're attacking or what they're doing, but we should be right here. Ah, are the sentry guns stationary? Is that what the some of the icons mean? Alright, I'm not sure if these dudes are good against the headquarters or the outposts or not. Guess we'll find out shortly. Okay, we have a paratrooper there, but we can shoot that down relatively easily, I think, using the right trooper and the gun. Yeah, we got this. I think. Maybe. Ooh, I'm not sure what that was. All I know is we took down the outpost, I saw something flash up, and now the awesome music's kicked in. What is that thing doing? Why does it have a cross under its feet? Not sure. This is not actually working out. I can't take out that paratrooper. Okay, we've actually got a bad combination here. I need to bring in the shock trooper. And can these actually hit the aerial units? No, they're ignoring them. Look at that. I am being ignored. Alright, we damaged that, but we are not in a good condition here. We have monodrive heading straight for base. This thing is... I need an attacker to hit that. But I don't believe he can actually hit an attacker, correct? Or a flying unit, whatever. This is actually not good. Not good at all. We're probably going to lose this outpost. Oh god. This is going awfully. I think it's time to use a spell. I assume I won that because I'd taken out one of the outposts. But that was not good. The Kyrie employed a lot of flying units, and I don't think I had a counter for those. Interesting.
Excuse me? I cheated and I still lost? What can I say? Talent trumps all. Whatever. You still owe me for my time. It's gotta be worth 7 gil at least. As if.
Alright, so I see she now has a little tick next to her icon.
Thing is, ladies are all...
It's unlikely, yeah.
I think there may be a flyer for the Happy Turtle directly below me, according to the radar. Let me just have a quick chat to you again.
So, what can I do you for?
Just going to grab that as well. A range unit for use in 4 Condor matches. Remains stationary and fires its laser from long distance. HP continually depletes after placement. Interesting.
This game really took off.
Wow, 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 wow.
I'm coming for you, Flyer.
Oh, that's blue tie. I beat a bad guy.
It's a little complicated.
What on earth is this music?
Winner gets to beat him.
I kind of love it.
You never stood a chance, little guy.
Wow.
Let's go somewhere cool, bro. Sounds fun. Where should we go?
That's good.
There's just so much shit going on. I can't keep track of it all. Yes, sir? What's up? Okay, you're officially a creep. Nothing up here? No. Don't know what he's waving at. Oh, we're heading towards Wedge's place.
Might as well check in with the neighborhood's resident cat whisperer.
Yep, the cat whisperer indeed.
Huh. I'd know that tune anywhere.
Glad to see you're having a good day.
Gotta be tough loving the thing you're allergic to.
It's a metaphor, chat.
Look, a flying turtle. I want a balloon like that.
Wow.
There's gotta be some way we can reach that thing.
Wow, turtles can fly.
Oh, wow. That thing is one of the spawners that we saw in the previous battle.
There, don't worry. They'll be back soon, I promise. We're all sad they aren't here, but we gotta be brave.
God damn, look at all these cats. That's ridiculous. 3 was enough, Wedge.
There, don't worry. They'll be
You're going to turn into an old cat lady very shortly. More importantly, he plays for Condor, so we can play him later on, once we've ranked up a bit. And this is actually a new traversable area. Alright kids, I'm sorry, but it has to be done. Where did it go?
Whoa, that ninja star's so cool. Wonder if my mom will buy me one of those balloons.
Planning on making that merc sword.
So is the happy turtle like a pet shop for turtles?
There it is.
The gumshoe ninja strikes again.
I don't understand the reference with Gumshoe Ninja.
Stuck on the ground floor again. Might as well check in with the neighborhood's resident cat whisperer.
Tenant who just moved in?
Oh,
Ryan.
What? Like some kind of spy or something?
Dunno, but I might report them to the watch.
you talking about Sonon or Jija or someone else?
Alright, this ought to help pad the wallet a bit.
Who knew spreading rumors about Wu-Tai could be so lucrative? We're gonna be rich.
Oh, if only things were that easy, lady.
After all this, no way Avalanche is gonna pack it up.
You know what I say? We start salvaging while everyone else is in shock.
Good thinking. With no supplies coming in, people would just have to make do with scrap.
So we get to it first and make a killing.
Think having two
Capitalism at its finest.
affect us at all?
Maybe they'll start cutting power to the slums or have brownouts.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Did they not notice? No, they wouldn't have noticed. Sector 7 is here, Sector 4 is over there. We switched off the lights on Sector 4.
I don't, but it sounds scary.
They wouldn't have noticed that yet.
To Sector 5 Undercity? Not much. Pretty sure the trains aren't running, but otherwise it's business as usual.
I guess that means they're safe for at least a bit longer.
I don't, but it sounds scary.
Wasn't there someone from Wu-Tai working at that bar? No. Really? We should tell the authorities. You never know. They might be a spy.
You talking about 7th Heaven? So somewhere around here, I did read there was one near the Teliga factory. Where's my jingle? Hey, you two assholes.
Sir? What are we gonna do?
We're going to concentrate on our jobs and not worry about things that don't concern us.
But what if Avalanche is hiding somewhere in this sector?
I actually agree with the older dude here. It's not actually your job to worry about that.
Hey, over here! Can't believe those freaking morons. They damn near got themselves eaten trying to hide that stupid poster. You stay away from that factory, you hear? Place has monsters coming out of the walls.
Monsters? Experience points? Don't mind if I do.
They've been acting up since the bombings, like they know something we don't. Just wish that Merc were still around. He'd sort those critters out.
Aw, he likes Cloud.
Fiends have been acting up since the bomb.
He recognizes that Cloud is a useful part of today's society. Wait, what? I have the biggest goddamn smile on my face right now, chat. Let's talk to you after we've had a quick run through the factory. Holy shit. It's like, hang on, soldier? No, there's only one soldier. Cloud? No, hang on. No one knows Cloud's a soldier. Shinra guy? Fuck, it's Roche.
The song of the turtle I hear?
Roche makes his triumphant return from Chapter 4. Oh, this music's incredible. I am loving every moment of this, for reals. That is impressive. Bravo, Square. That's all I can say. And once again, people heard the soundtrack when the demo came out or when they showed off the E3 presentation. They're like, yeah, the music's crap. How wrong they frigging were. Alright, Brim will form. Yeah, I don't see myself gaining ATB from that, presumably because I'm not actually dodging an attack. Let me just wait a moment. Get up. Okay, let me just try this. I'm not actually sure if I succeeded in dodging there, or if I got any ATB back. Come on. Okay, he's attacking. Let's do that. No, I don't see myself getting ATB there. I'm not convinced that I understand anything about Brim form at all yet. Settings. Right, I do not need high potion there. Let me put Brim form here.
Hope you learned your lesson.
I mean, it is increasing. We're almost proficient, but I do not understand how to use it. More to the point, unless we're getting like 2 ATB bars out of it or something, I don't understand why it's useful. This music. I'm gonna have to look that one up later. That music track is incredible. Terpsichoids, I need to assess you. Should be using parry, but it's fine. Assess. Assas. Aquatic monsters prefer dark, moist places, don't we all? They start spinning when interrupted, so use long-range attacks instead. Got it. You are weak to ice. Of course you are. The music is playing in the background as we're fighting these guys. Oh my god. What am I trying to do here? Broom or form? Let me just test it out very quickly. Okay, so she has the throwing star back. Boomerang, whatever. Okay, so... should mash it a bit more, I think. Just want to try and get used to what I'm looking at here. Yeah, it's a trade of roughly 20 for 40, I think. You can see how much ATB is being used there. Okay, that one didn't work. I thought that one did work, but apparently I didn't pull it off in time. Come on. There we go. So you can see I'm getting a bit of ATB there, but honestly, I don't feel it's worth it. Unless there's a way of actually increasing the bonus, I don't think it's worth it. Weapon level up. Oh, look at that laser. This is ridiculous. Oh, what is that? That is a Grass Strike, correct? No, Venomansis. That's bad. And I'm poisoned. Alright, I know you'll be weak to ice and it's fine, but let me just do that. Subspecies of the Grass Strike, blah 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 blah. Highly potent poison, weak to ice. That's all I really care about.
What are you waiting for?
Love the way I'm actually getting it airborne. That's great. And we're also slowed, presumably because we're in the middle of spider webs. So I assume what I can do is I can grab the star and then hold square to bug out like that. Let me just try that again. Throw. Get away from me. Get away. Stay there. Retrieve and then hold. Whereas if I just do throw and retrieve, that leaves me at short range. Whereas if I do throw, retrieve and hold... No, that one didn't work. And I'm in trouble. Holy shit. Maybe I should stop experimenting and just play the game the way it's supposed to be played. What I'm trying to do is retrieve the throwing star or the weapon and then immediately bug out. I'm not going to be able to get over that music for quite some time, I think.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
I need to reassess you, don't I? Yes, I do. Yeah, she can combo incredibly well here. Okay, so if I hold down square while my weapon is away, she'll actually retrieve it. And she'll do that sort of little ground attack like that. I need to try and F you up while you are staggered. I don't think I have good weapons while someone's staggered. Like that, for example, I don't feel I was getting value for the stagger. Oh, that's powerful. That's good. Maybe not. I would have thought that would have done more during the stagger. But it's over now, so it's fine. Yeah, definitely need to get used to the combat system with Yuffie for sure. It's a completely different feel from Cloud and Tifa for sure.
Gotcha.
First strike, nice. I'm not really using Batari materia all that much, so I might just quickly swap that with the... Hell, I'm not using steel at all. It's only got a little bit more AP to go, that's fine. I'll swap steel for first strike. Is there anything else around here that I can collect, explore, whatever have you? Hey, Stamp. Hello. Monodrive ranged. Could be helpful for my next opponents. Obtained 777 gil. Is that a nod, I wonder? What is that circle attack she's using around her? I don't think it was as simple as just saying, oh, I'm just mashing square while my weapon's away. So let me just do that. Yeah, I'm mashing square. I don't know why she was doing that circular attack. Oops. That is a nice AoE. Need to bear that in mind. I'm not sure what that circular attack she was using. I certainly don't think I was doing anything different to how I normally use my ninjutsu. Prayer? No, more chakra. Why do I need more chakra? I'm only going to be controlling one character here. We can purchase more materia, but I'll hold off for now until I know what I'm doing. The way she flops herself down on that bench is just... I'm loving everything about this so far. I never thought this would be the sort of music we'd frigging hear in a Final Fantasy game. And it's incredible. I mean, yes, Final Fantasy X's Otherworld is kind of like that, but not in Final Fantasy VII. That's just incredible. Roche, how have you been? Oh, I can't play you yet. I can't play you yet.
Why, hello there. Forgive me for saying, but you remind me of a dear friend of mine. Perhaps you've met him?
I don't know. Is he Shinra too?
Perhaps. My name is Roche, by the way. Ordinarily, your ill-concealed hostility and exotic wardrobe would give me pause. But not today, for I am here on business of a personal nature. Looking for my aforementioned friend.
What's his name?
Oh, I only wish I knew.
You don't know Cloud's name.
But I can tell you that he has a real need for speed, as they say. And while he boasts a very large sword, his first love is plainly his mount.
Yeah, he sounds great. Say, is that Fort Condor I see over there? You play?
I'm always ready for a round of Fort Condor. Though, I suspect a delicate flower like you would wither if exposed to my scorching passion for the game. Maybe after some practice,
God damn it, Roche.
You see that man there? He's definitely a soldier. What? Why would a soldier be here?
Don't be shy! I simply want to finish what we started! Now let me see that dour face of yours!
There it is. Call of the Turtle.
This is great. That texture, though.
Gotcha. You thought you could hide from me, didn't ya?
You thought you could hide behind a low-res texture.
I can't believe this. One of my friends lives in Sector 5.
She'll be fine. It's just a reactor that blew up.
What if they're already among us?
Where is the last one? I believe I've got 5. 1 remains. Floating through the air. Old Snapper's friend's apartment building. A cat took one on a town bulletin board.
Did you hear about any new developments?
I just want to head towards the train station.
Avalanche asshole's gonna stop terrorizing our city.
They say they want to save the planet, but what good will blowing things up do?
None, that's what. Especially when repairs on Reactor 5 have already started.
Sounds like if they really want to change anything, they should start with how people think about the environment.
Mm-hmm. You have the right idea, lady.
Can't go on living in fear like this.
Wutai. Why is Shinra invaded Wutai first? It's only natural that they fight back. They're doing this for the environment. Hard not to sympathize with them.
Hey, you two got a death wish or something? Stop running your mouths. You never know who could be listening.
Now they're saying Wutai put Avalanche up to it.
Should have known they'd be behind this.
They're just mad they don't have their own reactors, so they're taking it out on us.
There's going to be some very harsh lessons learned in part 2, I think.
Guess what? I actually found a job on the plate. Starting tomorrow, I'll be a Mako reactor repair technician. So long, slums.
Did they advertise for the position today, sir?
You've got a keen eye, miss. Don't find rugs like that around here anymore.
No? Are you saying it's pre-war?
That it is. And, just between you and me, it's from Wutai.
Make up your mind already, will ya?
I mean, there's lots of good stuff, but these prices.
If you hadn't insisted on trying slum food, we wouldn't be stuck down here.
Don't be like that. You should treat it like a little vacation. Stay the night here and then go back in the morning. What do you think?
I think you're looking for an excuse to have another burger.
They say the trains will resume, but will they?
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up earlier.
Here we are, waiting for a train like everything's okay.
After Reactor 5 went off, we didn't see any trains running after that, did we? The train station in Sector 5 was completely shut down. I imagine all of the other trains are shut down as well.
Sounds like the trains won't be running for
Oh, it's these two again.
That means we got some more time together.
Guess it does.
Tell me more.
I even love the way you yawn.
You do.
Sector 5 reactor, all trains have been temporarily suspended. Services will resume once each line has been declared safe for travel, so please bear with us.
Okay, so Sector 5 was never declared safe for travel. But the others will be.
That the trains will start up sometime this evening.
First Sector 1, now Sector 5.
But 7 is safe, right?
Nowhere is safe, lady.
Work's probably the least of our worries at a time like this.
The Sector 7 reactor's fine, so why are our trains cancelled?
Me.
Trains are canceled, huh? No one saw that coming.
No thanks. Every place there's been a total ripoff.
Would it change anything if I told you some Shinra bigwigs were paying?
It very well might. When do we leave?
It's that easy.
Oh, not again.
Hey, you know what do us some good?
That's far enough. Sorry, but no one's allowed beyond this point.
Hate to break it to you, but we can't let you through. Too many monsters skulking about.
You can at least, you know, try and face me when you're saying that.
When do we leave?
Hope they start up before noon.
No, it's going to happen in this evening. Ooh. You're pl- Oh, I've got so many questions. Did you actually see the broadcast? Assuming that was actually a live broadcast. Because if it...
I'm playing Airbuster. Big Bomber! Kaboom! Pew! Pew! Take 'em out, finger beams! Ha 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 ha! Your punishment is death!
Even trying to imitate Heidegger. So if the execution was actually broadcast, everyone's got to know who Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa are at this point, surely. But if that's the case,
Well, maybe it is one, and they just haven't gotten around to telling us.
how are they so easily able to move around Sector 5 and Sector 6 without people being all over them?
This was supposed to be my first day as a topsider.
Well, it's not like the plate's going anywhere. You can be a topsider tomorrow.
I guess. All right. I gotta spend one last night in this dump. I'm having the meal of a lifetime.
Oh no, the trains aren't running. Whatever will we do?
Since we've no other choice, let's hit up the food stalls.
And if the execution wasn't broadcast, or if Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett are unclear to the residents of Sector 5 and Sector 6, where else would he have learned about the Airbuster? Is it like an actual game? Is it an action figure? All we really know about the Airbuster is that it was a new model of robots. It's not entirely complete. Don't get me wrong, I loved what that kid just did, but I feel there's a bit of a continuity error there. Oh fuck, it's the middle manager. I was wondering where you were. I was just looking at the train station for you.
Avalanche and Wutai? So when your opponent leads with this, you respond with this? This game is insane.
Hey there, Suit. How's that conversation with yourself working out?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to disturb anyone. My daughter's been dying to play this game, and I promised to teach her. But first, I have to teach myself.
That game wouldn't happen to be Fort Condor, would it? If you want, I'll help you figure stuff out.
You will? Oh, thanks. That'd be a great help.
I imagine this is just going to involve Yuffie kicking his ass, and then she's like, "Ah, sucker," and walks off. Let's find out. So he has the Assassin Board 1, which looks like it has a whole bunch of archers. We need to counter those with attackers. And I apologize, I'm just choking on my own phlegm. Let's... Elite Security Officer, that's good. We have 1 and 2 of the other, so... Do I need to select the flyers? Ah, here we go. That can attack airborne or grounded units. So I take it that the shock trooper here Attacks enemy units with a somersault kick. So this one can attack ground units. Got it. I really do need troops with all of the icons lit up. And we're up against a single attacker and a single vanguard. What was this thing that I picked up? Riot barracks. Remain stationary and spawns riot troopers at a steady rate. Each trooper spawned reduces this unit's HP. Yeah, I'll take that. So I'm going to put that right at the back, I think, near my headquarters, because the archers can take that out very easily, I think. I'm going to use the attackers to take out the archers, and then these two just to counter the other two units. And maybe, just maybe, I'll start getting the hang of this.
So the key to victory isn't... You don't mind helping me hone my skills, do you?
Apologies, I pushed the wrong button right at the end there. My mods have been saved. Confirm. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. God damn, this fucking music. Okay. Elite security officer, head forward and do your thing. Just going to try and build up my ATB a bit. Although I can see I'm going to need another unit out very shortly. Yes, I'm going to need it out now. Let's get 2 out, in fact. That sound effect that the outpost is making sounds very similar to a sound effect from the original game, but I don't remember exactly where it is. I'm pretty sure it's from Fort Condor, but I don't remember exactly where. Yeah, it's like I really do have to bum rush these things just to take them down. Oof. We lost the front because we lost a unit there. That's not good. I'm going to drop this riot barracks just to have some fun. And then we'll drop another... This could be a problem. I need to drop a slug ray here just to hold them up. And then we can drop the security officer and start making our way forward again. That turret at the back there that just went down, that was actually doing a fair bit of damage to my rear units, my outposts and stuff, so... Well, that's interesting. This is spat out... So the barracks can spit out 4 units, that's good to know. Okay, so the vanguards can do reasonably well against the outposts, that's also good to know. I need a blast ray to take care of this guy. I think we got this. As long as we can take that one, I think we're good. It's 23 seconds, so as long as this one doesn't go down, I think I'm fine. Slug ray, I'll also toss a fireball there. Really close. But it'll be fine anyway because I'm ahead. Elite Grenadier, another unit. Very nice. So, Mr. Middle Manager, what did you learn?
Well, what do you know? I think I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Dang.
Starting to get the hang of what? Losing?
Dang.
Losing on purpose to be precise. If I can let my daughter win without her suspecting, that to me is as good as a victory.
Boo.
I know. But if it'll make her happy.
You know what? Maybe you're not such the arsehole that I originally made you out to be. You at least care about your daughter. I can respect that. Let me just do a very quick run around here because I need to cut off this particular stream very shortly and I'll put a splice point in. But I really just want to find the last jingle. Remember this area, Johnny? We've got to come back here for something later, surely. Oh, this here is new. There is a new traversable area right here. That's new. We will be coming back here for sure. Alright, so I've got a horrible feeling that one of these last things, these Happy Turtle jingles, is actually in the Avalanche hideout. So what I might do is make a very quick save. We'll have a chat to the rest of the Sector 7 residents later. Never mind. Turtle thief. You right there, Yuffie? Oh, this music's incredible as well. Holy shit. Wow.
Nope. Got the wrong cat.
This is a sick beat. Hey, buddy. No, that's not it. That's a stamp packet.
Different cat.
And you can clearly see, looking at that, if you get your face close up to your tablet or your screen or whatever you're watching on, that is clearly the old stamp. It's not the stamp that we saw during the epilogue of Final Fantasy VII Remake. There you are.
Gotcha.
Not a cat person, Yuffie?
Flyer acquired. And that makes 6. Won't old Snapper be impressed when I rock up with these bad boys?
Not yet, because I'm next to a chest and I need to open it. Fucking wow. Alright, we collected all 6. Now we need to let old Snapper know about our accomplishment. Let's go back to him immediately and turn this in.
What? No. Can't be closed. Just leave them closed. Got any mobile hats?
Great work, Johnny. Just great. Where are you gonna find enough money at this short notice? Dumbass, this is what you get for wasting your last kill on some flavor of the month game. But you know me, I'm a sucker for fads. There you go again, making excuses. When what you should be doing is getting your affairs in order by seeing Tifa.
She's mine.
Trying to stop me from leaving. Would you still go, Johnny? If I told you that we... You need to pull yourself together, man.
You do need to pull yourself together, and I need to kick your ass just as soon as I've chatted to this lovely fellow, wherever he is.
Well, well, well. Look what the tide washed in. That's a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and I can't believe it, 6! We have a winner! 3 cheers for the Happy Turtles on Conquering Champion! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip
me these Midgarian dummies would find that a challenge.
Keep it down, Yuffie.
Speaking of which, here, for a fellow tough nut.
Would you look at that? The Chow Beans! Does this mean what I think it does? Well, what do you know? A real-life ninja paying old Snapper a visit. Truth be told, I'd love to have you round to the bar, but you got your hands full. Not to mention the whole underage thing. Still just a youngin', I suppose, ninja though you are. Well, I don't plan on moving from Midgar anytime soon, so once your shell's seen a bit more wear and tear, make sure to come on back. Whip you up the finest food and drink this side of Wutai. Only the best for you.
Maybe in part 3, sir. We just got something very, very important, though. We just got the magnify materia. I assume that's the only way you can get this. Damn. Alright. Have you unlocked anything for sale?
My favorite ninja. Good to see you again.
I assume that more is going to become available once we have ranked up a bit in Fort Condor or done some other things. Because I can't imagine that these are the only 2 things he's going to sell. He does sell Mega Potions, which are useful for normal mode, but when we go into hard mode, I assume those are going to deactivate. So, apart from that, we don't really have uses for Condor Coins. I imagine that more stock will become available very shortly.
And if you ever find yourself with a few spare coins, remember old Snapper. La 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da da.